ExpertPlus. We are very pleased to have Janneke Volleberg into the middle of our company. Janneke will introduce herself shortly, and she's together with Johan from ExpertPlus, working for years within the National Police, having find a very effective methods for organizational change. I can say, I think.
So my name is Janneke Volleberg. I will start sharing the screen immediately. I'm a senior consultant in sustainable employability for the National Police in the Netherlands. And I'm 64 years old. I got that last weekend, 64, and I'm working for 46 years now. And I'm really looking forward to go on with that for years to come. Because what I love is empowering and connecting others in their craftsmanship. In my environment, it's always happening. I always create awareness, action, learning and development, and what I do at the Human Resource Department of the whole Netherlands Police. So I will take you on this journey that is called Create Your Own Job Now. It's a team development program for vital craftsmanship. What you see here is how we organize the police and what we have been working on in the period from 2014 to 2019. We had 27 departments and we joined to become one Dutch police. So what we did was restructuring the organization, systems, structures, buildings. We developed plans for organizing and realization of the new organization. We made detailed master plans for developing the units. We started a new job classification system. And detailed realization plans were written and evaluated. We have many rules and regulations for 55 plus employees, and the intention of this all is to be in control and to be more cost effective now and in the future to come. But organizational change is also a cultural change. So in 4 and many more research projects, we defined what kind of a culture we are. Our strengths and weaknesses and our mechanisms. We got lots of advices of very recommended experts. We know what to do to be more effective. And still we keep on investigating, doing research, ask consultants and big companies to advise us. And we find knowing does not make the difference. Because again, it's about us. It's about humans in the police work. It's about 65,000 people. And in our vision, as we've written, we have leaders that empower employees. They support them, they set clear goals, and they give them backup. We are focused on the human interest, on craftsmanship, on the change management approach, and on business administration. But in reality, this is how reality is perceived. We love our work. In fact, we are fully focused on catching thieves and keeping society quiet, peaceful and safe. But we complain a lot about our organization and our leaders. And believe me, we seem to be right about it. For example, we have more employees than jobs. We have many external advisors, although we have skills and knowledge in the internal organization ourselves. We have many initiatives that are not coordinated, and that results in a capacity shortage and planning issues. We have many policy articles and development programs, and we have a lot of emails, so much that we cannot remember them, and about the emails we have not even the time to open them all. What we also have is rules and regulations and IT systems that restrict us. So what we do, we stop being entrepreneurial, we complain, we stop acting as professionals and do our own thing. And we have an expected leave of older colleagues the coming years. A lot of people are going for retirement. So we need to take in many new colleagues and educate them. And we have a very slow time to market of this education. And then you will all recognize that we have many new challenges in society. The role of the police at the corona. The 21st century skills that are lacking. Working from home. The cybercrime. Using new technologies everywhere, working agile in cooperation internally and externally. And my question to you is, do you know what is the biggest motivation for people? The biggest motivation for people is to perform well, to do a good job, and to feel appreciated and respected. And exactly that is lacking in many places. Oh, we think at the police department, at the police organization, we have arranged it all very well. And the people, many people experience it like chaos. They have a lot of complaints. It's not how it should be, and they are right about it. So if this is the case, what can you do? In our search for how to empower our people, we found the TNO model of sustainable employability. You see at the top of the sheet, you see TNO. That's a big company in the Netherlands. It's meant the Netherlands organization. And this organization is an organization for applied sciences, and it connects people and knowledge to create innovations. And in this process, we found this model of TNO, because the police works a lot with the company TNO, and we found this model of sustainable employability. And if you look at the model, then you can see at the top the employee, that's you, and the work, that's to the right. So the first question is, for everyone in whole your career, do you match with your work? Because if you look at the bottom of the model, you see how the employee and work almost collides. And that means if there's a fit between who you are and what you do for your work, or what's needed for your work, there's a fit, and you will be a vital craftsman. And this is a question everyone should ask himself from time to time very seriously, but in fact every day to do a good job. And for myself, let me give you a little bit of insight in my life. I love the job that I do now. You know, I'm working on sustainable employability all over the country for the police. I really love it. So there is a fit between me and the work that I do. But when I started at the police 15 years ago, there was no match. I had a lot to offer, but no one asked me. I felt overqualified, and underused. My job was management of an HR team, and it was totally about control, managing, figures and rules. And those are not my strength. The job did not fit. How is that for you? Do you match with your work? What we see is this model of T&O as a model of sustainable employability. And what you can see is that if there is not a fit anymore, a little bit not a fit or totally no fit anymore, then it's very important to look at, do I have the skills and knowledge? And am I still motivated? And here it says, if you don't have that, if your skills and motivated are wear or atrophic, like I told you from the operating theater, or that my motivation is retired, then T&O says you are mentally retired. And if you're mentally retired, that's the point in which you can decide, okay, what can I do? Staying mentally retired as long as I love, or do I want to be a vital professional, a vital craftsman? So what do I need to take on to develop myself in? And the choice is really yours. What is the fit for you at this moment to work on your vital craftsmanship? So this is really a model for being in the lead of your own career and your own job every day and lifetime. So we saw really the value of this model, and we said, this is great. If we have that, we can use that in every team. Every team can look at their work. Every individual can look at his or her work in the same way. And then we have the opportunity to use the interventions at the moment that we want it. We want it ourselves. So the first step of this program of T&O is awareness. Being aware, are you yourself mentally retired or a powerful professional? And what you see here is the steps, because if you decide, to complain and to stop educating and developing, or you allow yourself to be not motivated, then you go down the stairs, because it's a process that's empowering itself. But if you say, okay, not with me, I want to be a vital craftsman and I will work on that continuously, you go up the stairs, up and up and up. So it's either way or the other way. So we found in our researches at the police that our employees, they love to learn. Really, they want to learn as much as possible. They also love their police work, but they do not feel appreciated. They have a low focus on their work while being at work. And how can this be? How can powerful professionals not perceive appreciation? It all starts with awareness. Take a look.
Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, I don't need this. I'm already late.
Somebody will come. Anybody out there?
Do you have a phone?
Oh, no. Sorry. Somebody! Hello? There are two people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something?
Help!
I don't believe this. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, there's nothing else left to do, is it?
Hello? Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fix it in a second.
He said he could fix it. All right. All right. That's more like it. He says he can fix it.
The first step is awareness, to even see if you are mentally retired or where you are mentally retired. It's not always easy to see it. We went from an experiment to a movement, create your own job now. Currently, the program is available for every team that wants to take it on, with interventions and with facilitators. It's a franchise for teams that want to create a safe, vital, and professional workplace together. And the first step is what we do when a team says we want to take this on, is a mind map session to get what it is to be mentally retired and what it is to be a powerful professional. There's not a project manager or a project leader, it's the team itself with a few ambassadors that starts the experiment. They own the process and they take the actions. But of course, if they need to do it themselves, there needs to be some support for that. So every team that starts gets 2 facilitators. So after the mind map session and after the choice, let's do it. After creating the group of ambassadors and finding 2 facilitators, the process starts. And the next is to focus on how is it for you? Where are you mentally retired? Where are you a vital professional? And what we do is we take a digital questionnaire. And this gives an individual result. But it also diagnoses in what aspects the team is mentally retired or powerful professional. Step 3. In step 3, so after the choice to continually work on being powerful professionals, we look at the 4 fundamentals of sustainable employability. That comes from the TNO model. TNO says powerful professionals show 4 characteristics. They love to learn, they love their work, they feel appreciated, and they focus on their work. So what the team is doing here is choosing 1 or 2 of these fundamentals and actions to start with. This is one of the big efforts of the project. We have so many interventions, trainings, programs available. Mostly they are not being used or chosen randomly just to profit from some offerings. But now intrinsic motivation comes up, a demand for interventions. The right intervention at the right time is chosen by the team. Our challenge also is to use what is developed by smart people and to follow the steps as designed. They work. And this is difficult in our culture. We want to do the things our own way. And when the going gets tough, we tend to stop. Evaluating and learning, step 5. Again, we use the questionnaire of the vital craftsmanship and a few interviews with participants and the team chief. This is a very powerful step in the process. Together we share what we have learned, what worked, what did not work, what have we done, and what have we not done. When this step is done well, everyone is satisfied and the step to continue will show up. So this might all sound very successful and the way, but the reality is more challenging. It's like urban climbing. It's like sailing from the Netherlands to England. It needs courage. It needs open conversations, learning, trying again and again, falling, failing, dealing with fuss and frustration, wanting to quit, loneliness, being misunderstood, next levels all the time, wanting to be better, hiding failure and not knowing. So we were not alone in this experiment as the police, because TNO has this, wants to make an impact on the economic and social environment all over the world. They had some more organizations that participated in this experiment. They all did this 5 steps with the model of sustainable employability. And Philips, one of the big companies in the Netherlands, was one of them. And with that, we had a learning network, exchanging our experiences, instruments, and questions. And we also used a digital portal of sustainable employability. And one of our teams, they stole a very good idea from Philips. It was the Secret Service. Acknowledging colleagues who did a great job, they used a secret email address that colleagues can use to give attention to what happened. So as a present or a nice message could be sent it. They even use their bonus money now for this secret service and also reward people in the outside world. It's all because they themselves organize that what they need to feel appreciated. So the TNO model can be used in any kind of organization. Like I said, it's a kind of a franchise. Just enough focus and direction to develop as a team with local color. From now, last year, 2 years ago, we did this experiment for 7 years, and TNO did also on this whole project a promotion research on the essence and importance of stopping the mental retirement of employees. And in the whole process of 7 years working on vital craftsmanship, a learning company described this building process that resulted in a movement of vital craftsmanship. So we went from experiment to movement of vital craftsmanship. Next. Okay, so it's continuously learning by doing as a team and practice ownership. The experiment started in the chaos of the restructuring process of the police and is now incorporated in systems and our vision as an available program for team development. And this process of focus of being powerful professionals, it spreads like oil. Not much communication is needed. It's talked about and teams want this and find us. They want to be in charge of their own work. And the choice is yours now. If you heard this, what will you do now? What do you ask your chief? And what do you ask your organization?